An object reference may be null when your code calls a function or accesses a property of that object. Programmers use an if condition as a safety net and make a null test on an object that has a possibility of being null at that point. The null conditional operators, they make it easier to write the code without the if condition, and let's examine how to do it. So let's have a look at the basic syntax. Consider the operation obj dot fx as you are seeing here. Here obj is some instance and fx is some function on this object. The null reference operator, this dot, is called null reference operator. It is now a safety guard. The function fx executes if obj is not null, but if obj is null, then the execution stops and the whole expression evaluates to null because obj is null. So this operator, this null reference operator, this dot operator makes a null check on the reference before executing the function. It is a safety guard. Let us take some examples. Consider this program where we have a member function called fx that takes an int parameter and returns the thrice of that number. This is any function I have written just for demonstration. Inside main, we have a null instance of the program class. It has been deliberately set so that we can explain a use of the null conditional operator. In the next statement, we have called the function fx by using this null conditional or null reference operator. The null conditional operator, it now works as a safety guard because p is known to be null, and therefore execution does not proceed to fx. The whole expression returns null, so the variable m, it gets a null. The last line prints nothing because m is null. We can run this program to verify that the program doesn't crash even though p is known to be null. And next we have an example where an array is accessed. This example initializes a list A of 2 elements. The second identifier list B is kept null. Null conditional operator is used to access the first element of both the lists. The first element of list A should be accessible without any problems because list A is a valid reference. But still you can notice that we have used the null coalescing operator, 2 question marks, to provide a readable string value in case a null is returned. If a null is returned, then the string that is set into the return value. And now let us come to list B. List B is a null reference. So there should be a problem when an attempt is made to access its first element. There should be a program crash. But the use of null reference operator, it prevents this crash and returns a null value instead. The 2 question marks operator, it gives us the string in case of this null, and we can run the program to verify that the program completes successfully. Thank you.